That was incredible, difficult to get back. I was struggling hard there, but I'm going to be happy to hopefully get some food now. I just had the kind of funniest moment in there. 3 AM in the morning, and there was a little point where there's a guy walking down the street in a ripped open shirt, leather pants, and we kind of looked at each other trying to figure out which one of us is the strange one. Me loading up my bike on a Saturday morning at 3 AM into a car on a winter's morning, or him walking around the street in a ripped open shirt and leather pants, looking at each other, which one of us is strange. I think it's me. Now we are on my 3rd attempt of Hell Week. Now the goal this week, as always, is to hit 1,000 kilometers. I'm sitting at 571 kilometers, with me missing 1 day of training this week due to being a little bit sick with a head cold. So that means I've still got a lot of work to do across 2 days. Now I've got to the point where I'm quite bored of cycling in Sydney. Ben's probably feeling exactly the same. So I've decided to drive towards Wagga Wagga. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Now I'm not going to drive all the way there because it takes about 4.5 hours, 5 hours to drive there. But I'm going to drive in that direction and park up. Maybe cycle towards Wagga Wagga and around that area, and then back towards the car. Tomorrow we have our final shoot before heading on the road. This is going to be the last bit of content to help us promote what we're doing, Mindful Oz, all the sponsors that are involved. A little bit of a thank you to the sponsors. Last bit of content with RZ Media, who will hopefully be coming on the road with us if we can kind of get the money that's required to film a nice documentary while on the roads. But yeah, that's kind of an update on what I'm doing this week. I decided not to film everything this week because I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself. The last couple of last 2 Hell Weeks, I've put a lot of pressure on myself to hit that 1,000 kilometer goal. Next week, I'll probably try to bring the volume down slightly, but the intensity up, because I'm missing the intensity. I need to be hitting the high numbers where it comes to zone work. So next week, for probably 3-4 weeks, will be very, very high intensity. Slightly less volume, but yeah, the intensity is going to be a lot higher. So yeah, just to prove it to you all, here is my current Strava. I'm sitting at 171 kilometers, 22 hours, 31 minutes, and nearly 3,400 meters elevation right now, with Saturday and Sunday to go. And then tomorrow I'll probably have a couple of hours in the morning to try and get close to that 1,000 kilometers, if not past it, for the photo shoot. So yeah, this is another update. I'm hoping you're enjoying these vlog videos and trying to film everything so that you guys can hopefully be inspired with what we're doing, and hopefully something that me and Ben can look back on in the future and kind of see the work that we've put in to cycle around Australia. Just over an hour in, decided to take my first stop at the service station, grab some food. I may even have a little nap and get back on the road and carry on. I've still got quite a way to go. Still 371 kilometers to get to Wagga, which is about 3 hours 40 minutes. Like I said, I'm not going to drive all the way there, but going to drive quite close and then cycle around. It is extremely cold this way. It's sitting at 7 degrees at the minute. I have no idea what it's going to be like when I get to Wagga Wagga, but hopefully by the time the sun comes up, it will warm up. So a little bit of an update. Had a quick sleep. Been driving for another hour or so, and the sun is up. And beautiful countryside. I've never actually been out here. See in the background, the sun's just coming up there, which is beautiful. Not too busy on the road, but there also seems to be a nice cycle lane down the side, which is the beautiful thing about Australia. I came all the way to rural Australia. got stopped by the police for the first time in nearly 8 years in Australia. Random breathalyzer test. If there's anyone in the world you're going to test for alcohol and drink driving, it's definitely not me. So I'm about 179 k's from Wagga Wagga. I'm not going to drive all the way there. I'm just going to pull up in the next probably 20 minutes, set up on the bike and then cycle towards Wagga Wagga and then do a loop and turn back. You probably can't see, it's just starting to rain, so the jacket is back on. Just had a little bit of food and a bathroom stop. Not sure if you can see, but I'm going up a very, very nice climb here, and it goes on for just over a K. I am currently bonking, didn't quite carry enough bottles. Sadly wasn't able to bring as many bottles as I want. I should have stayed a little bit closer to the car. But have a look at this beautiful view. So about 15 k's away from the car. Yeah, I am struggling. There's always lessons to learn. It kind of makes me realise that I should be carrying more bottles. I want to try and get a saddle bottle holder, because I don't have the bottles and the nutrition next to me at all time. I have to stay quite close to the car so I can keep topping it up. About 80 k's, 90 k's away from the car, and I'm on my way back now, where I should have probably stayed with a smaller loop so I could keep filling up my bottles. Well, there is the car. That was incredible, difficult to get back. I was struggling hard there, but I'm going to be happy to hopefully get some food now and head back to Sydney. So while I'm here, might as well show you what I was going to use to fuel throughout the day. Started using this Tailwind product, 2 to 3 of these in a 750ml water bottle. I usually have one bottle full of this and one with just water, and this is what I didn't have with me the entire time. I managed to do 150 k's using 2 bottles, which isn't the greatest move because I did bonk hard, but also shows how great having this much carbohydrates. Also got some whey protein. I'm not sponsored by either one of these brands. I've recently just bought this and I'm having this pretty much after a ride in the morning, and I have it before bed with milk. Just introducing whey protein into the diet. Like I said at the start of this video, today and this week is will be the last big volume week, and then next week is going to be a bit more into the high intensity zone work for the final block, and that will be for about 3-4 weeks, and then we'll do a taper off towards the event. So welcome to day 7 of Hell Week. As you can see, I'm not on a bike, but I am getting ready for today's shoot, which I spoke to you guys previously about. Today it's going to be the last shoot, basically to thank our sponsors, to start raising money for Mindful Oz, and this is all the stuff that I'll be taking today. I've got all my Summon kit, LSKD, which is one of our sponsors, and a load of merch from Mindful Oz, which is the charity that we're going to be raising money for. And I've taken a decision today to not to try and hit that 1,000 kilometer goal. It would take up too much of a day. I probably would have had to get up at midnight, and I got home quite late from yesterday's ride. But saying that, I do have a new goal of hitting 8,000 kilometers this weekend, which I'm 30 k's away from. So that would be 8,000 kilometers this year so far, which is huge. I'll try and show you a little bit of today's content shoot.